It fell onto his hands and they eroded in front of me. To stumps. To stumps. Next time we will use an equal mix of infusion vitae and orgone disperser. No, just take him out. You can dump him in the river for all I care.
Alright, I'm really not wanting to go in here. Holding pens doesn't sound like a good thing. Oh God. I can already hear him. Islands do not startle or upset the acquisitions. Oh, this is going to be a disaster. Okay, I can kind of sort of see. Oh, let's try this. Store. Oh Lord. I'm gonna laugh if there's nobody in here. But I'm tweaking out for nothing. I have anxiety right now. So far so good here. Teddy. August 20th, 1899. Took delivery of another batch of imbeciles today. They are the sorriest specimens of humanity I've ever seen. No one asks where they go to. The authorities of Bedlam are simply happy to reduce the overcrowding in their teeming, stinking halls. We measure their skulls, check their teeth, we give them laudanum to pacify them. They wait in line, livestock, dull brown eyes, and filthy skin. Many soil themselves as they wait. Into the manipulator they file in silence. I hear the hissing of gas. I hear the dull groaning as teeth are removed, as bones are reset. I hear the pigs screaming. We have removed all the mirrors. After the process, it is the reflections that trouble them the most. Afterwards, when they sleep, I walk amongst them, my children. I whisper to their dreams, you are my children now. I have children once again, and your forms imperfect will be the engines to make my own blood flow again.
Over there, place it in the corner. What? You think I speak Prussian? Do I look like an inbred hawk, sir? Who gives a damn what it contains? Just set it down carefully and leave me be!
What do you mean? Wait, are these things just closed? Oh my God. see. Oh, there it is. So how am I supposed to get past him? Oh! Oh my god, am I stuck? I can't see. Lame. Oh, so it puts me right back here. Okay. I just don't know. You were supposed to just book it. And he goes that way. Is he after me? Good lord.
The lift has been sabotaged. You will have to find another way to the tunnels. Take care in this place, Madness. It is the crucible of the evil that stalks these corridors.
Good lord. There. Facility access, pick line, opiate suspension, gag throttle, bilge pumps, disposal tubes, engine rooms, boiler, orgone towers. August 4th, 1898. More experiments with Compound X. Took the dog and injected it with strychnine. After the expected convulsions and spasming, it died just after midnight. Immersed the body in a large tank of Compound X and introduced an alternating current via induction coil for a period of 3.5 minutes. Partial return was induced, however, damage incurred prior to death was retained upon arrival, meaning the dog continued in the acute state of strychnine poisoning until I put a bullet in its skull. But drowning, perhaps yes. It is, after all, known to be the kindest of suicides. If one were to drown, replacing the fluid in the lungs with Compound X should theoretically be perfectly possible as a revival method. Am I supposed to recognize this area? Wait, do I have to go back? Is this... Hold on. Go this way, right? No, that's the way I came through. Yeah, and then I got that. Is he down here? I have severe PTSD from this game. It's weird though, because for me the Dark Descent didn't scare me at all. Since it's got me on my toes. I think it's this way. Yeah. Is that a note? Am I tripping? There is nothing here. Oh my god, I can't see. He sees me. Oh, I thought he did. This is out away from me, yeah. I think I should just... Oh god. This is me. Oh my god. Oh my god. He spawns out right there. There's a way to get rid of him. Nice. Alright. I would take this. Oh, that's gonna work. Oh, it's only one of them? Oh, this one. Oh, do you have to go back by him again? Oh. Lame. Oh, wait, that one doesn't. Have the compound, it hisses and steams in its container like some living thing, in which is jelly to burn and corrode. Containers made from glass, a strange choice unless there's some particular reason why the metal that pervades everywhere else cannot be brought into contact with this so-called compound X. I should investigate further for clues. What do I do with it, though? Oh, I can't put it back. What happened here? Do I go? No. Do I have to go upstairs? Where did it go? Oh. Okay. Maintenance access. There's clearly another passage. Seems like we should I mean, wait a second. Huh. It's a new one? July 15th, 1899. In order to facilitate assimilation of tissue groups, a compound is required. The cells will not bond. Disposal of non-bonded subjects must be immediate and using incinerator or even discontinuous animation without form. This is unpleasant. A simple compound of 1 part bran-berry infused in vitae to 1 part organ despero fluid is sufficient. So then be administered intravenously each subject swallowing and reassembly to maintain bonding. The compound is unstable and highly light reactive. What's in the body? The human lamp could be used to activate the compound, but inside the body is highly corrosive. It can even destroy small quantities. Oh, light. Light?
Down here, Daddy! Faster, faster!
This leaking world. The bottom of the gym was empty. Sleep seemed impossible. Above the skyline of London, he could only see the temple rising into the small. October 22nd, 1899. Naturally, once bled, the product must be scalded, dehaired, and scraped ready for gambroling and evisceration. For this, you pass them through the steam reservoir, which is kept at a constant temperature by passing excess high-pressure venting from the engines via the boiler and series of large copper pipes into a stone chamber just below the workhouse. At the center of the machine, there is a component that must be kept at a consistently low temperature, which controls operations of the processing of product throughout the system. Alongside this, refrigeration is of the utmost importance in retaining product quality, and this also requires heat to be removed from certain areas of the machine. Two problems are therefore combined into a single solution: the removal of heat from some areas and the requirements for increased heat in others. Conducting panels draw heat using the principles of convection regulated by the boiler and sending freezing air along one set of pipes in one direction and superheated vapors in another.
Isn't it dangerous allowing this filthy discharge to collect so close to the core?
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels. We can use this to supplement the steam production and ensure constancy.
God, the stench! This fecal matter is the true product of the age.
The flooded tunnels. My mysterious friend is correct. The sewers are indeed flooded. To descend further, I'll have to find the local slice pumps to drop the water levels. The smell is almost unbearable. It makes me gag. Why should the saboteur have flooded the tunnels, though? What did he hope to achieve? Oh, here's the way past. So nice. This is either fake out or what? Oh no, okay. What a cool joke. Oh, they're gonna be playing like he's around every corner. Spook. August 1st, 1899. Several of the older forms have breached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitations. There is no calm, and I am no Elihu? At least not quite yet. It is the heat generated from keeping the doorway between open and it's to blame. We cannot simply pack them about with coolant as we do at the center where the doorway is. The latter versions are kept safe by the freezing temperatures of those towers. Here where the air is hot and heated, they become overheated and their duality tears them asunder as the other place flies from their cells and their vitae splinters. They live sporadically, torn from one to the other and back again in violent, unpredictable bursts. For a few seconds they are creatures of this world, and they are torn away and cease to have physical form. This vicious ripping back and forth between worlds has driven them quite insane. I have ordered the affected areas sealed and will not allow my loyal workers to enter. These are damned places now, the abode of failed experiments, ghosts of fear and spite. Why don't look strange to me? Huh. You expecting me to go in the water? So I think I did manage to go the right way. Yeah, I did somehow.
But we can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a clean new one.
Mr. Landis, you sound every bit the fanatic.
Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement?
And your engineer, this visionary with whom you embarked upon this course, does he share your views?
Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first great civilization he has wept for.
And so you said about things immediately upon your
Naturally. These things cannot be left to rot upon the tree. And sponsors were remarkably easy to find. I tell you, Professor, a trail of greed brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.
where I came in. Okay, so once we go down that hallway. Okay. Back here. February 17th, 1899. And I said, "Look, my darlings, can you see it?" And they said, "Yes, Daddy, yes, we see it." A tall, weathered cap of a steep-sided pyramid, so like those of Egypt. Stone falling away from the summit. Vines crawling about, intertwining the stucco serpents that thrive about the steps. Palpable sense of stillness, a weight of forgotten. And this is where the king sat. And this is where the priest lived. This is the house of the dead. And here, where the sun strikes, this is where they threw the hearts that were not consumed. No, my darlings, they most certainly were not savages. You see, they believed that the sky could fall on their heads, and that they truly, truly believed that offering blood was the only way of stopping this from happening. Perhaps, my darling, perhaps they were mistaken altogether. Perhaps their tragedy was they could simply not spill blood enough to prevent the sky from falling in upon them. Commandus Postdivillion. That's done it. Now I can enter the strange decontamination chamber once again and move onwards. The waters are pushed back, making the way to the village clear, where I can divert the remainder of this filthy torrent back into the Thames where it belongs and clear the path to the center of the machine. Two. There's two. Jeez. This is one. Choose it away. Right? Yeah.
Papa, you're so near now.
A nest of wretches. Dear God, a host of these foul creatures. No mind, my instincts have drawn me this far. I'm sure somewhere in this dank complex is a means of further descent. I will not see their faces as they go about their dark business. And yet, I watch them sleep and eat and play, and they are so very human, so very childlike. And I will not think of what I have seen of the chairs and the cages, and I will not think of how such monsters may be sculpted. Oh, they're all down there. Poor guy. Whoa. Work together, sleep alone, front nosing will not be tolerated. Yes. Oh God, don't just throw yourself down. To the bottom. I'm tied to spine. The skin of a shroud, a stump of the blood, old Lily is flybone, old Lily is dead. Dreams of the jungle will float through her head and light up her head. The Gut, trophy ground.
You seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Mangan.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean.
And you took it upon yourself to act as Redeemer.
Professor, I would not be so presumptuous. I am merely a conduit. I am constructing an architecture to wrestle our damnation to the ground and smother it with steam.